Hey y'all, welcome to my to be named podcast. Um, Yet to be named. I'm gonna introduce how I started this podcast, this topic, and everything. What it will look like here and now, in the future, and next week's episode. So, I had always been told that I should be on a podcast or start a podcast or something like that. And I never felt like I really had anything to offer anyone to do that. I still don't, but I'm desperate. Due to life circumstances, I don't really have too many options in the here and now, as far as making money. So I'm giving this a go. Um, I have another podcast channel. It's on my YouTube. Only has a few episodes, but it's very much like an opinion piece. I explore like social political topics a lot. Or that's kind of the aim, I should say. Not too personal. But I realized that I kind of wanted and needed or felt that people might need or want something more personal. Something that would actually like be something that could help people. Personally, I do a lot of self-reflecting and inner work and stuff like that. By no means am I a sage, but I do naturally, for whatever reason, have this thing about me where people just come to me and ask for advice, even in areas that is like, you're asking me for marriage advice and I've basically been single my whole life. I mean, okay, I'll give it my best. So it's just always been something that's like been me. I don't know why. So basically this podcast, I'm gonna get deeper into, it's gonna be like very psychology, kind of mental health, that kind of topic. I'm gonna talk about what I learned during that week or what I'm learning, whatever, about different aspects of life and dealing with self mentally and emotionally. And I'm really excited for it because I think it'll at least help me. Maybe it'll help you, but it'll at least help me a little bit to get all this out, get out of my head. But my overall hope is that it actually will help people. I would love for it to be something where people contribute, people can give their opinion, and it can be more of a conversation rather than me just, you know, preaching. My vision for this was actually to have someone with me and we talk about like basically what we learned during the week, during the month, whatever, what mental health thing have we realized and how are we working with that, you know? How are we understanding that? How has that improved our life, whatever, in an effort to help others. But I don't know, the person I kind of had in mind, it wasn't going to work out. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'm sharing this because this is something that I'd like in the future, possibly. But we'll just see. I don't know. We'll just see. So, next week's topic. Next week's topic, if you saw my X post, ooh, I hate saying that. I'm still gonna call it Twitter. If you saw my tweet, it said that it was about the topic is about people not, what is it? People only being able to meet you emotionally with the capacity that they themselves hold. I think this is something that many of us maybe intellectually know. To a degree, we know it, but I think in execution and actuality, it's something very lost on us. Um, and by understanding this, we can walk with a lot more grace and a lot less expectation and offense and hurt and all that stuff. But I'll explore that next week. I'll give some examples of sometimes when the capacity emotionally was very different, like me versus the other person. I think in order to even have that level of understanding, you need to know where you're at emotionally, you know? Um, if you don't know where you're at emotionally, how healthy or not you are, you're just going to make a mess of things when it comes to dealing with other people. So we have to be able to know where we're at, and then also understand where the other person is at, and see how we can bend and mold to kind of fill in where the gap is. So I'm going to address that. I hope that is an interesting topic to someone, because it might not be. um, but I think it will be, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, right? Um, but I hope you like it. I hope you join, and I'll see you back here on, what's today? Tuesday? So next Tuesday. All right. Bye.